Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Titanic Gamer Dude here, and welcome back to my Let's Play Guide of Resident Evil Revelations 2. And this time I'm going to be covering Little Miss. Funny fact, I accidentally deleted both videos from the desktop, so I have to go over them again, and then I can literally end this Let's Play Guide of Resident Evil Revelations 2. I'm going to be skipping this cutscene. I'll play the last one all the way through. Little Miss takes place near the end of Moira's The Struggle, featuring Moira, The Struggle and Yevgeny. And this campaign takes place after Claire's campaign, but before Barry's. So the way the enemies work in Little Miss is they can only detect Natalia through sight. They cannot detect Dark Natalia, because Dark Natalia it's basically a consciousness of Alex Wesker trying to take over Natalia Corda. And this is Dark Natalia. And she can sense all the enemies, and she can even show their location by pointing at them, but she cannot interact with the world around Natalia. She can't open up doors or pick up key items. So you have to utilize Dark Natalia's ability to sense where enemies are at, with Natalia being able to interact with the world around her to clear the levels. And the primary problem with enemies being able to see Natalia through sight is you'll have to find out their turning patterns. Like, are they going to turn to the left, or are they going to turn to the right? And that is going to be a determining factor for if you're going to be able to sneak past them effectively or not. You can even touch them, but as long as they don't see you, you'll be alright. So now I'm going to just evade, because Natalia cannot run in this little mini game. And that does actually hurt her mobility quite a bit. So the problem with Revenants is that they can snipe you by looking. So you really do want to be quick. You want to crouch behind these crates as close as you possibly can, because this Revenant can snipe you, and you don't want that. So I'm going to just evade there. I always evade. And I crouch here because I don't take any chances. And then you climb down the ladder. And I always crouch. And I evade past them. This next part coming up, there's going to be a really, really trolly Revenant coming up. And what this Revenant will like to do sometimes is it'll turn to the left, and then about halfway through it'll turn around to the right all the way. And that's very, very, very messed up. And the developers really had fun doing it that way, because I don't know why, but I guess they just wanted to just troll players. So this is probably the hardest part of this episode, because there's no place to hide, and the Revenants can just snipe you when they're turning, and you have to understand which direction they're going to turn first. But sometimes this Revenant will turn to the left and then turn to the right, and then other times they'll just turn to the right. So you have to react quickly. And this Revenant right here will not be able to see you, and if you just crouch behind this right here, or that barrier right over there. So just crouch behind this and you shouldn't be caught. So the synopsis of Little Miss is Alex Wesker is trying to take over her body. She's trying to be the dominant personality within Natalia Corda, so she can effectively transfer her consciousness over. But Natalia's personality is resisting Alex Wesker's personality, so she can't properly transfer her consciousness over. So right here I just evade, because you don't want the Revenant turning around. And if you go over there, there's a Revenant facing the way you're coming, so you just can't get by it. So here's the next part. And there's like two types of revenants. There's revenants that patrol, and there's revenants that just stand still and look in one area. And the ones that patrol are the ones that can be gotten past the easiest. The ones that stay in one place, stand still, and they are constantly facing one direction, those are the ones you need smoke screen bottles for. And thankfully, there's going to be one instance of that coming up shortly. So now that Revenant's turned around, and now we just have to react to this Revenant turning. There's a Revenant coming up that's standing completely still and it's facing the way we're coming. So we have to use a smoke screen bottle to get by it. Which way are you turning? Yep, this way. There we go. Yeah, Revenants can even snipe you when you're crouching behind cars if you're far enough. So you want to really be careful. So now that the smoke screen bottle is up, they'll just stand still, and you can just evade past them. And there will be glasps too, but those won't appear until the last part. Can't believe I call this like an episode. It's just those parts, about 3 parts. And Natalia is basically, she's going from the underground complex to the shore. So these two revenants are just standing here, and there's no way you're going to slip past these revenants. So you have to use a smoke screen bottle. And we're out here, and there's 2 revenants, and it's basically a game of follow the leader. Don't get caught. That's all. But thankfully, you know, Revenants in the main campaign, they can hear your footsteps, and they can hear your footsteps, so it's harder to slip by them. But in this, if your sneaking isn't, if you don't understand their vision, the range, and if you don't understand how much vision, their vision range, then it can be difficult. There's a Revenant out there, so you can't just slip out there, and there it is on the screen. So we gotta go into here, and there's a Revenant down here. So what I like to do this. I don't jump down. I just like do this, crouch. Don't go down. Don't jump down there immediately, or the Revenant can spot you. Now this Revenant over here, that's just looking in this general direction. He can snipe you while you are trying to grab this smoke screen bottle. So I just smash, immediately grab it, and go. Because that Revenant is probably one of the most bullshit, probably the most bullshit placed one in this episode, or in this part. So we're just in the back of the Revenant, he doesn't see us. So, yeah. So now this part's coming up. Again, another one of those parts where you have to react to the turning animation. If you don't, you can get caught. So there it is. We got by it. I'm going to crouch here. I'm just going to come over here. Unfortunately, Natalia cannot run. So, yeah. Well, I totally did not think it would be able to see me, but apparently it did. I like Dark Natalia because, like, Natalia talks differently than Dark Natalia, and Natalia, she's a lot more childlike, and Dark Natalia talks more like an adult or an adolescent, you know, more like a young adult. So she talks in a more demanding tone, too. Like, when you tell her to follow you, she says, I'll be there when I'm ready. So I didn't get caught, thankfully. So let's try this again, because apparently It just shows you the range in which they can snipe you just by looking. So I totally did not think that Revenant would be able to catch me. It didn't catch me on the last recording of it, but it did this time. So now I'm going to crouch. Hopefully this Revenant won't see me. I swear, man, sometimes the range in their vision is just so massive, and sometimes you just won't know until you actually play. So there's a Revenant that's facing over there, and that's where the door is at. And there's a smoke screen bottle, but if you have another smoke screen bottle, you'll be able to still keep one. So you can throw it into a Revenant, and you can mess up the arc in which it's being thrown. So I throw it there and go to the door, and done for that part. I always crouch here because I have a feeling that the Revenants can snipe me, so I just don't. So there's 2 Revenants patrolling. I just toss a smoke screen bottle, it explodes, and then you just run through. Go to this door here, and you don't want to go up this flight of stairs I'm looking at because there's a Revenant up there waiting for you. So you just go through this door. There's going to be 2 Revenants out here. There's going to be one Revenant that is going to be going that way, and there's going to be another Revenant that's going to be looking in the direction you're trying to go. So what I do is I do this, launch it, blind them, and then I react to this Revenant. Sometimes he turns left, sometimes he turns right. You just have to react quick enough in order to escape. This Revenant up here might just be another bullshit Revenant. I wait for him to turn, and then I evade spam. And then I crouch behind this barrier. This Revenant can be quite tricky to slip past. So we evade over here. Not evade, we walk over here. We react to him turning. And then you quickly, and I do mean quickly, get out of the way. Because those 2 Revenants cover so much area. And you don't want to be caught. So I wait for that guy to turn. You don't want to go too far too, because that guy right there he can snipe you. So here's some dialogue between Natalia and Dark Natalia. Aww. No, Natalia, you weren't sleeping. You're just going through a bit of a mind craze right now, because there's 2 personalities there's 2 personalities inside your head, and one of them is trying to take over completely, and you're not allowing it. I should be able to get this done without having to make another video. So yeah, Lottie's by the ocean. So this part of this mini game is probably the hardest, because this place is somewhat narrow, and then there's a new enemy that's going to appear here. They're called the Glasps, you know, good old friends from the campaign that instant death you, and they are pretty darn annoying on this minigame. They really are. They constantly patrol an area. They're not standing still, and they can snipe you. Alright, it turned around. Now you just have to evade past it quick enough, because if you don't, you can be sniped. And you don't want that. We'll get behind this right here.
Wait here. Okay.
Alright. Hopefully it won't see me. Because this glass moves pretty slowly. Please don't see me. Alright, it didn't see me. Now you want to bring this crate over here.
I'll be there when I'm ready.
I'll be there when I'm ready. You can definitely tell, like, they're two different people. Two different people.
Stay there.
She says nothing.
Upside down. I'm fine. I won't stop until I find Lottie. There are a lot of spots this way.
Oh, the Revenant's going away from me. So again, just react. I like the Revenants, actually. They look pretty damn terrifying.
Come with me. Wait here. Okay.
Damn it. Dark Natalia. Alright.
Come with me. I'll be there when I'm ready.
Alright. A free smokescreen bottle. Alright, the Revenant's not coming this way, so... Whoa! Alright. Good. We didn't get caught. There's a crate over here that you have to get. So we'll just react to this guy. Get the crate. We can jump on it. Which way are you going to turn? Alright, you're turning to the right. Good. The hardest part of this little bitty mini game is going to be the end of this part, because this is the last part, and there's going to be two glasps, and there's going to be two well-positioned Revenants. And if you do not have a smokescreen bottle, you won't be able to slip past the Revenant to your right. And that's the best way to optimize that part without getting caught. Because if you go to the middle, there's a pretty high chance you are going to get caught. You can't go to the left because there's a Revenant facing that way. And there's glasps in that general area. So... Alright, I'm going to try to sneak past this glass as quickly as I possibly can, because the glasps move relatively quickly, and you have to be just as quick as they are. That glasp is turning around, but I don't want to take the risk of going to get caught. I'll have to wait for it to turn around again. There's another glass coming up too, all the way up here, and all the way up over here, and its movement, the area in which it's patrolling is so ridiculously small, and you have to be very, very fast, because if you're not, you're going to get caught. Let me get in the bushes. And now there it is. You have to be so quick for this, or you'll get caught just like that. And I fainted. Or you just die in this case. And I'm back here. Alright. Turning. Now we can just evade past it. So I'll be able to go past this glass relatively easily. Can a smoke screen bottle reveal its location to us? Alright. You can effectively sneak past it. You have to be very quick. You at least want to get in here before it turns around again, or you will be caught. That's probably the most optimal way to get past that guy, is use a smoke screen bottle. Alright. There's bushes here that help cover you. And there's a revenant over here. And you just launch the smoke screen bottle. And done with this minigame. You're practically done now.
No one asked you.
Right.
I'm not losing her like I lost my mom and dad.
Yeah, since Natalia's been in the Terra Grigia panic, she's pretty much, she does feel fear, but she never becomes too terrified because she's already lost a lot. Says, I don't know you.
I don't know you. You're not me at all. I want Lottie. Why? Won't you make this easy?
So that's why Alex Wesker was just so pissed off at Natalia Corder during Barry Burton's campaign because she rejected her after all of her hard work. And she existed as two beings. One trying to take over Natalia, another time as Alex Wesker. So you can basically say like Alex Wesker is like another part of Natalia. So in this sense, you can basically say Lottie is Natalia in this case. And Natalia, the person that's walking, is her body, and Lottie is the part of Natalia that is Natalia, and Dark Natalia is the part of Natalia that isn't really her. And Alex is just trying to trick her to let her in, to trust her, so she can take over her body. So now that the mind-boggling screws are done, now she's at shore, and then begins Barry Burton's campaign in the first episode. And that's Little Miss. So if anybody liked this Let's Play Guide of Resident Evil Revelations 2, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you all in another Let's Play project.